Hey, good morning, man. Hope all is doing well with you. Each of us fighting our own battles, so to speak, learning how to trust the Lord, learning how to do devotions in our homes, learning how to keep going. And many of you are working, and we want to pray that you keep yourself safe. And for those men that we know their businesses or their jobs are really in jeopardy right now, again, we want to pray that God will be with you and keep you safe as well. I want to encourage you that one of the things I have learned over and over again, which is why I have that day-to-day time, hopefully that video on how to have a simple, quiet time with the Lord has been helpful to you. I want to read to you from Psalm 139. It's one of my favorite Psalms because it sort of gets me right where I need it most of the time. From Psalm 139, the very, very end, we read, "Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there be any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting." Psalm 139, beginning at the last verses, verse 23. Now, it's interesting because, search me. I don't know about you, right around the Easter time, we often have the kids here, and our grandkids sometimes, but also our older kids. And actually, my mother-in-law, when she was here, and we would hide those eggs, and man, everybody would out there searching them. They didn't just kind of look over the yard and say, "Man, I don't see any," or "Here's one." They turned things upside down and they looked, and when they did, and they found them, and of course they were filled with candy or quarters or whatever it was. But the main thing was there was something in there, and the whole thing was searching them out. Now, I'm going to turn this phone around for a minute. I want you to see something. Hopefully I can get this to do. It doesn't look like it, but I'll just turn it this way so you can see it. Hopefully you'll see the grandfather's clock. Now, I can't see it because it's away from me, but hopefully you did. And every day, this is a clock that we've had for years. It was in my house growing up, my grandfather, and was bought in memory of him. And then we had it here when my folks moved to Florida. Well, the clock is great. It ticks away. It's that rhythmic tick that these kinds of clocks have. But it loses time. So every day, my quiet time is right over there. You might remember. There's my spot. And from that spot, I can see the clock. And every day, without fail, one of my jobs is to finish my quiet time, get up, reset the clock. Maybe it's 2 minutes, maybe it's 5 minutes, depending upon if I remember the day before. And then for many of you who know these clocks, there are the weights that have to be reset periodically. Well, what's that all about? The fact is just like in the Psalmist, Psalm 139, "Search me and try me and see if there be any wicked way in me." In other words, God, this is a day-to-day thing. We don't know what each day is. We don't know our attitudes, our hearts. Some of you may have come to some interesting points with your family or with your friends or with your wife, for those of you that are married, and just thinking, wow, this is pretty crazy here, thoughts and ideas. And that's why every day we have to start, "Lord, search me and try me and see if there be any wicked way within me." It could be a thought, it could be an idea, it could just be nothing. It could be God saying, "No, you're good today." But it's a day-to-day thing. So men, don't ever be afraid of bringing your heart before God, asking him to show you, do something. As many of you have heard that are in the couples class, I often will say there are seasons where for no reason, I'll just say, "Lord, show me how to love my wife more." And boy, sure enough, it's we come to a season like we are in now, and how do we walk through this, and how do we love each other more and respect each other more? So again, men, you will always be God's chosen person in whatever the situation is, whether you are trying to take care of men and people that you've employed, whether you're in your home, your kids. Be the one that is every day, say, "Lord, show me today." Because you know what God does? He's not just random, and he's not trying to make us all look like little plastic replicas of each self. What he's really doing is saying, "I want to search me, Lord, so that I can be the vessel I need to be today. In things that haven't even happened yet." I can't tell you how many times in the early morning, as I've had that time with the Lord, and I'm looking at that clock that needs to be reset, I think, "God, reset me, so that I can be on time for what you want to do." That's pretty corny, but you know what I'm saying? Just reset me, Lord. And maybe that's our prayer. Maybe in the morning, get up, before you open the word, say, "God, reset me. And search me and try me." Read through the whole psalm. Man, if you're at a place or your family's at a place like, "Oh my goodness, what's going on?" read the whole Psalm 139. It is awesome. It is intimate. It is special, and it really tells us of God's love for us. So again, man, the Lord bless you. Hopefully we'll get back together again, and I'll keep doing these as long as you'll keep listening to them. All right, the Lord bless you. Bye now.